The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is now official, so it would be quite interesting to see which company will be the first to launch a phone powered by this chipset. It could be Motorola like last year, or maybe iQOO or Vivo or Xiaomi. Whichever brand it is, one thing that is definitely happening is that before the end of this year, we are getting quite a handful of new phones with this new SoC. The iQOO 11 is one of those phones that is expected to launch before the end of this year, and now the full specifications of that phone were shared by Ishan Agarwal on Twitter. So in this video, let us talk about the iQOO 11. iQOO phones are known for the performance that they offer for the price, and the iQOO 11 is no exception. Not only this phone has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 SoC, but also the latest LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 storage. Compared to the UFS 3.1, the UFS 4.0 consumes almost 46% less power and offers twice the performance. The iQOO 11 also has a better display than the iQOO 10. While the iQOO 10 had a 120Hz E5 AMOLED display, the iQOO 11 has a 144Hz E6 AMOLED display. So while the refresh rate is higher, since the display technology is also upgraded, the power consumption should not be that high. And speaking of power, there is a big 5000 mAh battery which is 300 mAh bigger than the iQOO 10. The charging speed is 120 watt. And finally, coming to the cameras, iQOO 11 has 3 cameras on the back. The primary camera has a 50 megapixel sensor, the ultra-wide camera has a 13 megapixel sensor, and interestingly there is a third macro camera with an 8 megapixel sensor. Now in case of the iQOO 10, there was no dedicated macro camera, so the ultra-wide camera was used for taking macro shots. The third camera on that phone was a telephoto lens. But here in the iQOO 11, for some reason the company decided to remove the telephoto lens and instead go for a dedicated macro camera. Finally, there is a 16 megapixel camera for selfies. And well, that is all about the iQOO 11. Design-wise, there are not a lot of leaks, but as per one source, this is how the iQOO 11 should look like. So looking at these images, it seems like iQOO is going back to the older design language, since in case of the iQOO 10 series, we saw a dual tone design. Anyways, that is all about this video, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.